This episode is sponsored by Ben Hallam and Bad Easy, who says, thanks for the entertainment, guys.
Prepare to attack the enemy's control points.
Get behind me, Doctor!
I am fully charged!
You are listening to Control Point, a Team Fortress 2 podcast, with Brent Copeland, Eric Fullerton, Wes Wilson, and Spencer Williams.
Control Point, episode 95, recorded on November 15, 2009.
I'm Brent Copeland.
I'm Wes Wilson.
I'm Eric Fullerton.
I'm Spencer Williams.
And I'm Hamanena.
Well, that's a lot of people, isn't it?
Wow, we got lots of hosts.
Yeah, we do.
I'm a cloud.
We're multiplying like rabbits.
And by the way, while we just got done with one of them, y'all heard what the sponsorship is, that you can sponsor an episode for $10, and you do co-sponsor if more people sponsor it that week. So don't be upset if there's 40 people sponsoring, because all that does is buy us more equipment, like I don't know, light blaster thing.
Yeah, the Vid Blaster thing, yeah.
That's the next thing we're going to get, so all you guys sponsoring us, thank you so much. We will be able to get that thing out of the corner eventually.
Yeah, the watermark thingy.
Because it's kind of poking me in the ear. I'm like, what's going on here? Why are you up there?
And it's kind of like a character of the show now.
Vid Blaster.
Mm-hmm.
Vid Blaster is the 6th host.
Yeah, I really feel like he's gotten his advertisement enough to just give us a copy, but that's just me.
What are you talking about? Yeah. The longer he doesn't, the more advertising he gets.
That's true.
Speaking of advertising, where's our briefcase?
Brent has it today.
Oh, here it is. Creak. Oh, wait.
Creak.
Click. Click.
And what's in that crazy thing?
Oh, there's still one more latch.
Did you get them all?
Okay, here. What's in there?
God. There is a
Creak. Well, there's another briefcase with more hinges.
Mini briefcase.
God, crazy.
Briefcase.
Today in the briefcase we have Doug Lombardi's medieval sword. Hark, who goes there? We also have a letter from Saxton Hale. We have lots and lots of machinima, some pressed flowers,
Click.
and a door. An orange door.
Is it the?
It is.
Orange door.
The very one.
How's it going?
Oh, man. I became part of another inside joke.
Woo! So, did you ever close the briefcase back?
Creak.
Brent? There you go.
Oh, no, that's the first
Oh,
latch.
great. There's like two more.
Click.
Sweet.
Slam.
All right. So, orange door. Why do we have this guy on again? I forget.
Because he's cool.
He is.
Yeah.
And he built a sentry gun that shoots Legos.
Yes.
I love
Sorry.
Legos.
So you have something cool to tell us about the aftermath. You went and showed off this thing, and everybody was oohing and awing. And you met some bigwigs.
Yeah.
Wow.
So tell us.
Pretty awesome peoples.
So where did you go?
So, I went to L.A. That's Los Angeles for all you East.
Not Louisiana.
Not Lower Alabama.
Yeah.
Okay, and assorted southern regions. I went there to the Getty Center, which is like this upscale museum thing, because they're holding the California Nobel dinner.
The Nobel laureate
and
dinner.
stuff.
That kind of popped out for a second there. Meaning
Yeah,
there were
Nobel
Nobel laureates there.
Meaning every single Nobel receiver who's ever won a Nobel was invited, and like 8 or so were there.
Does that mean Obama was there?
No, because he's from
China.
Illinois.
It's just the California Nobel
Just
laureates.
checking. Just
No, you
save that for Politicast.
But yeah, and actually some of the people who were there actually did things awards, so that was cool.
Oh, he's
as opposed to talking about things.
And there were also some other famous people there too, weren't there?
Buzz Aldrin was there, who's a second man on the moon, who's also on the
Did he punch anybody?
first Apollo mission to the moon.
Nice.
And Jim Parsons, who everybody will know as Sheldon from Big Bang Theory.
Nice. That's awesome.
I thought he might have been like related to Alan Parsons.
Was he cool? Was he a cool guy?
Yeah, he was really cool. He was so like super non-celebrity. He came up to me. He's like, "Hi, I'm Jim." I'm like, "Hi, I know."
Did you tell him about Control Point?
Like, no, actually, but there's I mentioned Control Point in my presentation, and there's a picture I showed Control Point on the backboard, and it had all 4 hosts on there and such.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Thanks. Yeah, the logo and everything. So
Nobel laureates saw our names. We're so famous now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe some of them are listening tonight. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in the chat room. Buzz.
Well, there's Jim. I see a guy named Jim in there. That could be.
Pray.
So you did a presentation on your tracking sentry gun.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And did you get any response from the people there? Did anybody have anything to say?
Are they going to start the military prototype?
Yeah, some of them said, "Oh, you should definitely go into the military." I'm like, no, I'm good.
Did they say anything about Team Fortress 2? Like, I mean, wasn't that kind of a conversation?
Yeah, and I printed out and had found like the Sentry User's Manual, the one that Valve released, that PDF.
Oh, nice.
So that if people were like, "Oh, well, what's it from?" I had that to show. So it had sort of a reference point. And actually, a few people there either knew of Team Fortress 2 or had heard of it.
Oh, that's cool then. So it wasn't totally weird and out of place and awkward.
Did Jim Parsons know anything about it?
No, he actually wasn't there for the part where I presented. He was there's like a main. Everybody who won the award that I did talked and showed this stuff, and then there's like a dinner afterwards where there's a keynote speaker and other people from Sweden, because that's where the Nobel Awards are based in, is Sweden, and so he was at the dinner part.
Oh,
so he was just there for the free food.
Yeah, he didn't have time to sit around for a bunch of lectures and talks.
Yeah,
Little kids talking about their Legos.
I think he might.
Brutal.
He might have been there.
I love the little sentry gun. Sorry, I love you, Orange Door. Sorry.
I'm just gonna.
No, shut up. I love you.
He's crawling back into the briefcase.
But we are very impressed, and we've seen pictures from this, and it was a neat presentation, and I am impressed. You have done really cool things.
Yes.
Hey, thank you so much.
Well, cool. Thanks for coming on the show and telling us about it. I guess we'll mosey on.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye, you guys.
Thanks.
So,
Okay, so now I have to ask, because I couldn't understand, and I'm pretty sure no one who listened to the recording can understand half of what he said. So can someone summarize it?
Yeah, the Skype line was pretty bad. It felt like you were like getting a little bit, and then right when he was going to say the real cool stuff, it like cut out, and you're waiting. I know he's supposed to, but no, he went to California to the Nobel laureates. It's like they have a dinner and then presentations, or maybe the presentations were before, and he got to go because of his sentry gun that he built. It tracks and does all this cool stuff.
And there were a finite number of winners for this prize, and he, as a winner, he went and presented what he made to these people.
I thought that he had to disassemble it. Did he get to make it?
He thought that they would disassemble it like afterwards, but I guess since they won the award, maybe they'll keep it now and glue it together.
No disassemble. Johnny alive. But you can check out episode 88 to see or to listen to the whole interview with him about the gun. Actually, I think the name of the episode is The Orange Door.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool.
Fire the bullets from the gun.
The gun.
So now let's.
So we got a status thing going on here. Or
wait, there's something in blue.
Sorry, I forgot. First, we have to talk about the most incredible server company in the world, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Lopings.net.
Why was the only one falling through there?
I don't know.
Lopings.net is cute.
They are the cutest servers out there on the net.
Mm-hmm. They're working quite dandy.
I actually, I came down with swine flu last week, and the symptoms were just awful. And then I played on our Lopings.net server, and my symptoms went completely away.
So it's like a dose of Tamiflu right there on the internet.
Yeah, except in server form. I think we can all agree that flu medicine is best delivered in server form.
Now we got to be careful though, because they're kind of coming down hard on people who make claims about curing the flu. So we want to make extra sure that
Lopings.net is not responsible for any actual results that happen from you playing on the servers. There are no guaranteed medical results that will get rid of the H1N1 symptoms.
But he did feel much better.
I'm just saying it happened for me. Okay,
you're just a guy asking questions.
All right, so lopings.net, go check them out. Great server company right there, rentals, good stuff.
Yeah.
So I want to start off with the week because it was a big one. It was really cool. It was really fun. Friday night, I hit 100 hours in Pyro. Woo!
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
Well, it seems like I should have done that a long time ago because I look at Rasputin's and he's like, 1,600 or something. Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe not that much, but like at least 300. Yeah. I think it was 300 last year. He's probably up to 400, 500. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm only at 89 on my demo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that was really cool, and I thought, okay, let's celebrate. And I had Nivicaris where we were talking, and he's like, so what's the theme tonight? And I'm like, I don't know. Do we need a theme? Sure. How about Toto songs? And he's like, dude, I'm too young for that.
Dude, I'm almost too young for that.
Yeah, Toto is.
And he's like, I know like one. I'm Africa, okay? So I thought, okay, how about let's do medieval names? Because that's cool, and I've been watching a lot of Merlin lately.
And you've been playing Dragon Age.
Which isn't
Dragon
cool.
Age. What?
Nothing. Go on.
Are you catching on? This is why Doug Lombardi's medieval sword was in the briefcase.
Oh.
You just wanted to add another column of Doug Lombardi's stuff that ended up in the briefcase for the big report.
He's like a litter bug. He just throws crap in there.
You should see how much random Doug Lombardi stuff has been left around the studio that we just put in the briefcase whenever.
Yeah.
Or we're on our heads.
Seriously, with a dump truck worth of Doug Lombardi crap. And
this is true. So let's see. We celebrated. Okay, my name was King Nailhead III, and the first person to really catch on, other than Nivicaris, because it was kind of we were conspiring. It was a Snuggernaut, and he was Lord Snuggernaut Esquire the Fifth. That was cool.
This is why I love you, Snuggernaut.
Does he know what Esquire means?
No, I have no idea, but it sounds very medieval.
Yes.
What does it mean? Do you know?
He's a lawyer.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah.
Really? But it sounds so medieval. Anyway,
what did they call medieval lawyers? They were
witches.
They were
barristers.
Barristers.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That doesn't sound very medieval, though. I don't know. Sounds like a
barrister.
Sounds like an insurance salesman.
Maybe low evil.
Low evil.
Yeah. High evil, maybe.
High evil. Anyway.
Well, it's funny.
Not medieval.
Not medieval.
That was bad.
You know what's funny about this is that I went and looked at who all was on the server and saw these medieval names, and so I changed my name before I even got on. I was all ready. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be Sir Wes of the Nose. Because
everyone was totally over it, right?
Sort of,
Like you got there too late, and everyone's like, oh, look, now Wes is doing it. Oh, great.
Actually, no, more people changed, but it was funny. I was waiting to get on the server.
So was I.
And I was sitting there, and I just had it on auto join. I was going refresh. And then Moot got in before me, and I was like, Moot! And he was like, what are you talking about? I'm waiting for 10 minutes. I'm like, I've been waiting for 15. He's like, oh, sorry, man. So he changed his name to Moot something. And then I'm going refresh. Kitty Tiki! Curse you, Kitty Tiki! I mean, I was literally watching all the people logging on ahead of me, and then Johnny Napalm got on. I was like, Johnny! So then I started messaging
he does
people.
Deserve to get on before you. I mean, if anybody deserves to get on before any of us, it's Johnny Napalm.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah,
Luckily, he got wife aggro and he had to leave.
Luckily, how mean are you?
I am mean. And he goes, "You're about to get my plays. You're about to get my plays." I was like, and I got in, yes. And then the really funny part was like, I actually I logged on and then I got booted real quick for some reason. But then I logged back on immediately and I got right back in.
That was me kicking the server so I could get a spot. But see how I do it? That's how I roll.
I was sending messages to Clyde. I'm like, Clyde, Binks has 0 points and has been on for 42 minutes. I think he needs to be kicked, And he's like, ha ha ha, LOL, all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, come on, Clyde. If I'm just telling you to do evil things, it doesn't make me evil, does it?
Nice.
I have so far managed to avoid that temptation to reset the server when I want on, but I can't really say that's because I'm doing good things. It's just because I can't remember how to reboot the server.
Yeah. So let's see what else. Sir Rasputin was Rasputin.
Yeah.
So pretty much everybody was royalty. I didn't see any squires or servants or anything like that.
I was trying to think of a good jester name and I couldn't think of one.
That would have been cool.
So talking about hard to get on the servers, you know how they have like source mod, they have the mod where it kicks people off? You make slots for yourselves?
Yeah.
Would that make a bunch of people mad if we did that just for like the 4 of us?
Just for Friday night? Would that be too bad?
No, just for the 4 of us.
Oh, like forever?
No, bad.
I think people are happy when one of us is on there.
They are. I would agree with that, yeah.
And I don't mean that in like a big egotistical way.
Yeah.
But I think some people might enjoy it with us on there every once in a while.
I just think we need to...
Oh, I see.
I just think we need to beg Low Pings for another server.
Yeah, that too.
Big
Well, of course, you're looking at me because that'll be my job to go talk to them on it.
Clyde Frog was the Clyde Frog Prince.
Oh, that's awesome.
I saw that was my favorites.
And then Times Squared was Princess Times Squared. And then at a certain point in the game, I actually we were playing Snow Fort, and I got into their base and I stickied up their door and I blew like 5 of them up all at once, and then I just sat there and spawn camped them for a while.
Nice.
That was a lot of fun. So I changed my name to the Evil West Under the Bridge.
But then after 2 times, you had to go run around finding ammo to get more.
Yeah. Well, no, down there in Snow Fort, there's 2 little ammo things right down there in the bottom.
Yeah. We did end up playing Snow Fort for a while. We played a couple of silly maps just for a very short period of time, like Pac-Man and
Tron.
That's right.
Billiards.
Yeah, billiards.
The billiards game was good. Was pretty fun.
I pretty much missed one of the best nights ever. This is the moral of this.
So they fixed the billiards map because used to it would make the server go down every time.
Yeah, they fixed it.
Okay.
Yeah. Good old Johnny
Is
Napalm.
this the night that you like sent me a message, Eric, and were like, "Hey, Epic Times and CP," and I was like, "No, I'm going to bed."
Did I? I don't remember if I did or not. I usually, try to tag everybody. Hey, man.
Well, I talked to you. I missed it this one.
Oh, okay.
I was playing
you were doing poker. Yeah, you had poker night. So anyway, some more cool stuff happened, being that it was medieval night, and so I was feeling very quest givery. So I gave a quest to everyone on the server, and I decreed that I declare. I decree. See the difference? So whoever got the highest score on Mach 4 would be Player of the Week.
People were talking about this. Why did I miss this?
So this was really fun. So I said, okay, go. So we played, and it was a serious game. I took all talk off. As serious as we could get in, 2 in the morning. And so we had a tie between PB and Flash and Esby. So what did they do? They fought to the death. We said, okay, melee only. Let's get in the center of the map. Everybody put your melee weapons on so you don't shoot somebody. And let's duke this thing out, So we had... the whole thing got recorded. Esby recorded it. Mr. Eagle recorded it. They have different angles, and they put a long video on. You can watch this in the show notes. The full setup in battle, where we're talking about the instructions and stuff. And then if just
are
the battle
videos
scene,
more entertaining than this podcast?
Yeah, actually, You know what? I'm going to go ahead and play one right now. Here's the battle.
Yeah, yes.
I thought I saw a player threshold message about all talk. SB wins. Congratulations.
Wow. That was quick. Yes,
Man,
that was
Eric,
me.
You are one bloodthirsty ruler.
Yes. So, SB won. He was the winner.
To the pain.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun, and yeah, check those out on YouTube. It's pretty neat. Yeah, and that was really it. I mean, it was pretty action packed. A lot of fun. Name changing.
Yeah, there was action. There was packed. It was nice.
Anybody else?
Who wants to go next? Who wants to do this?
Should we just let Johnny go?
Go, Johnny.
Johnny? Napalm?
The state of the servers.
Go, Johnny.
Sure.
Go,
Oh, we're not
go.
there yet.
Johnny, be good.
Are you not going to talk about your week? Your week.
Oh no, I'm not. No.
He was playing poker. You can talk about that.
What about little Missy over here?
Poker D&D. Me.
You played?
No.
Well, I saw you in game.
For how long? For like a minute?
Yeah.
Or like 10 seconds?
It was long enough to see your spray. That was cool. It was the spray from the last episode.
Cool. That is not mine.
That wasn't yours?
That's not mine.
Wow.
Someone's stealing your
You got
sprays.
a fan.
Was Mr. Eagle playing?
Yeah, he was.
I think I know where that spray came from then.
No, credit where credit is due. It was Snuggernaut.
Snuggernaut
spray.
BFF.
Full snuggie.
Now my spray is actually a little drawing I did of me as the pyro. When like a couple months ago, they're like, my friends are like, the pyro's a girl. You should be the pyro. Okay. No, that's fair now.
See, my spray still. I have a spray with the original medic from Team Fortress 1 flying through the air, and it says something, but I did it wrong, so it doesn't show up. It was too big of a file. For some reason, it can only be a certain size.
Oh yeah.
So it sprays, but it's blank. So I spray it, and then you mouse over it on our server. It tells you who did it.
Oh yeah.
So it's just a blank square with my name on it.
Nice.
Yeah, I had to reinstall my operating system in mid 2007, and I haven't had a spray since then.
Nice.
Yeah, I haven't put a spray on since I switched to the Windows 7 RC. So.
My spray is the chief. He's got a little.
You're
tier.
the one who was doing that?
Yeah, yeah.
That was awesome. While I was lagging, I stood like, who's that person putting up that soldier in an Indian hat right beside the wall beside me? Like
I knew as soon as I saw it.
I couldn't move my camera, so it like just appeared in the side of my vision. I'm like, who's that?
And
then she quit for the rest of the week because she's like, that's enough.
And then there's I think it was Empty, puts a little arrow pointing to it, a little spray that says, this guy's not a spy, or something. Mm-hmm. So I like that one.
Every time?
Every time. All right.
Wes, did you play any this week, Wes?
I did. I talked a little bit about it during Eric's week. I had a good time. I don't know. Once Mach 4 started going, I was winding down. I was like, but we did have a lot of fun. I really liked playing billiards. I'm sick of Pac-Man, I think. I think
you're all
it's
angry at Pac-Man.
Huh?
Are you angry at Pac-Man?
No, I just think I'm sick of it. I just think I'm done with it. It might be because we were getting locked down pretty bad. I mean, I don't think my team won a single game of Pac-Man, and nobody was shuffling. So,
yeah,
it might just be that I wasn't having any fun losing.
Oh yeah, that's never fun.
No.
So,
it's my job in the next month to get a new computer because my laptop is too full. I have maybe 6% free space. I will
totally
get one.
Agree.
Yeah.
Computer sucks.
And with that,
Insert your mom joke here.
Hey, quit talking about your mom like that. It's not.
You were gonna say something, Brent?
I was going to say with that, we have...
it's very quiet.
What's the state of the server with Johnny Napalm?
Greetings, CP community. It's your friendly neighborhood server admin, Johnny Napalm, with this week's State of the Servers for the week leading up to episode, I'm going to guess they're going to call it 95. Anyway, we had an issue with CP number 1 last Sunday night. We had a little bit of crashy going on, and it wasn't coming up properly. Submitted the trouble ticket, and the folks at lowpings.net had it squared away by morning. So that was awesome. Big ups to them for that. Updated source mod to 1.2.4 and installed a plugin that was designed to prevent a specific exploit that can crash the server. So it's entirely possible that whether intentional or not, was the cause of Sunday's crash. But I think things seem to have been running fine since then. Since the Halloween event thing ended last Monday, I went ahead and changed the King of the Hill Harvest map from the event version to the final version in the rotation. The event map is still in the nominations list, but I don't know what's going to happen if you play on that map, if you get all the bells and whistles that were there before, like the exploding pumpkins and all the cool stuff. I'm still taking suggestions and feedback on the rotation, so come check out the forums at deadworkers.com/community. The Gaming TF2 forum and the CP forums both have threads regarding the rotation. The one in the CP forum, I added the map cycle and the map list from CP number 3 so people can see what's on there. And the rotation on 3 is not going to change. It's just the stock thing, since the puggers and most of the people who are going to use that are going to change the map to whatever they need it to be. A rotation is almost irrelevant on that map or on that server. I think that's all I've got. Yeah, get out there and play.
That's good trip!
That's the state of the server with Johnny Napalm.
And that was awesome.
I love the way Johnny says the word. What was it? Not inevitable. What was the word he said? He said it's irrelevant. He says it with such dulcet tones.
There's a note in here after this. Did anybody?
Oh yeah, he told me this afterwards, just to add this. The waffle fire effect. Remember this?
Yes.
With the weird waffle effect. Anyway, it seems to be caused by certain maps with certain custom textures, and doesn't happen to everybody. Only way to fix that I know of is to restart your game client. Suck.
Nice.
Yeah, and he was getting that, and he had to leave the game, and I think he missed out on the epic melee battle.
Yeah, there were some people complaining about having
got his spot.
Oh, yeah, you got his spot?
No, he had to leave because of wife aggro.
Oh, okay.
At least that's what he told me.
Oh, okay.
I heard about some people saying they had it in Snowfort the other night. So,
okay.
Waffle fire.
Bom, 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 bom.
I don't know what that is. I haven't seen it, but it sounds delicious.
I mean, it looks pretty cool, but it's a little difficult to see. I mean, when you're flaming.
Yeah, it's good with fire syrup.
What?
Some good fire maple syrup.
Yeah.
Put on top and eats. It's good stuff.
Let's do some...
or let's pass on that one.
Listener contributions?
Let's do that.
Listener contributions.
It's time for
Listener contributions. Listener contributions.
with the host of CP.
I'm going to keep singing about listener contributions until the show's over. It's listener contributions.
All right.
Can I read this first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
I am very disappointed in you, CP. Very, very gravely disappointed. I had the displeasure of listening to your latest podcast, episode 94.6, to be unpleasantly surprised to hear that you were actually talking about Team Fortress 2. Scandal! This ridiculousness must be stopped! How dare you not stray off subject? How could you even think of not talking about Brent's nipples? Yes, for the past few days, I have been considering the appropriate punishment for you rascals. I have considered blowing your puny studio up. Very, very puny. But now I have considered my choices, and I believe that I have too nice of a punishment for you fools. No, I have the perfect punishment for you. A question for you. A question you must answer. Which class is your favorite? Yours, the administrator.
A which class question? I love the delivery, though, by the way.
Yeah, so we're skipping this one, right?
The Scout Recon. They've got the submachine gun with the red dot sight on it, and it's a good class. They have lightweight, so they can sprint indefinitely. And I'm sorry, I'm talking about Modern Warfare.
Nice. My favorite class was probably linear algebra. I think that was my favorite.
Yeah.
You're a dork.
Yeah, I'd have to go
Wes is now my favorite person this week.
I like lunch.
Maybe field studies.
Yeah.
One of those.
I like free periods.
Free
It's like I get to
period.
leave.
That's a good
I
one.
like sex ed.
Weak.
You like to have sex with Ed?
That's what she said.
Ba-dum-bum-bum. What's the state of the question?
How did we not see that one coming?
That slide whistle,
Alright.
man. That just
So
comes
we got
in
a
handy all the
question
time.
here from Mamba Jamba.
Hey, Control Point. I'm Mamba Jamba. Just gotten through episode 53. Started listening to 54 today. When I thought back in episode 52, I had noticed that Wes had mentioned a new type of game style. I don't know if anyone's gotten to it yet in the podcast, but I thought I'd bring it up. The objective-based game style map, where you go to a particular point and you do something, and then you go to another point, and then you do something like in Wolf. And in Wolf, you'd blow up walls, so you could go to a particular place and grab the flag, as it would be called, and you take it to a specific location. Well, I thought this was a pretty good idea, and I thought of a couple ways to do it. I'm kind of wanting to know if you guys had any other particular ways that you think it could be done now that we only have a couple classes left for the update, for their updates. And I was thinking the demo hasn't been done yet, and if you remember back in the early trailer for Team Fortress 2, you could see the demo swinging a set of dynamite. And I don't know, I figured that was a good idea. In Wolf, they had the engineer. There were 4 classes: medic, engineer, lieutenant, and soldier. But they had the engineer set the dynamite and then continue on and blow up the wall. Well, I was thinking, the engineer in TF2 is a little bit different. It's a lot more supportive and defensive. And the demo man could be more supportive and offensive if you give him dynamite so that he can blow up walls. So I was wondering what you guys thought of that, and how maps could be changed so that they can have walls set up. I would imagine there wouldn't be any setup time like there is in Payload, but I wouldn't see there being any need for really any setup, because you'd have a wall between the offense and you as the defense setting up. All right, thanks. Bye.
They actually had in original Control Point, Demo Man had a cool ability called
In addition, in original Control Point.
Excuse me, original Team Fortress.
Control Point Classic.
They had even before that, the original Team Fortress. They had an ability called Det Pack, and what it would do is it would take them like 6 or 8 seconds to use it. They'd hold down the button, and then it would go off in like 6 seconds or something. And anyone, or maybe it was 10, but anyway, anyone in POV, anybody who could see it and who was in line of sight, would actually blow up. They're just automatically dead.
In line of sight?
In line of sight, yeah.
Wow.
The other thing with it was if they had certain things like there was a grate on the water to actually get in the side tunnels to a well. They'd use that to blow those up, so then you could then swim through there and keep going. They used it actually on a lot of maps in that way. I think in things like Wolf, or was it Wolf that had the map of the blow up stuff that he was talking about? I thought he was talking about another game or something.
I couldn't really figure out what he was talking about, honestly.
But there was a map where the Demo Man could blow up the truck and move the truck into the hole. Was something?
That was.
It's something like that. Wolverine, or someone knows.
I've actually been thinking about that for a while. One of my favorite games is the Unreal Tournament 2000 whatever and Unreal Tournament 3. They have the sort of warfare type where it's one team is trying to do things that affect the map in some way that allow them to do the next thing, and so on and so forth. And I really think that would be cool in TF2.
Yeah,
TF2 has much better, like in my opinion, it has much better sort of core gameplay. But I kind of get tired of, moving a cart. I got to be honest, I'm tired of moving a cart. I was tired of moving a cart as soon as they introduced moving carts. It never really did much for me.
So you want blow up the dam that then the water rushes down and fills up a big pit that you couldn't get across, but now you can swim across it because you.
Here's what I'm thinking.
You want a puzzle game?
The first thing that you have to do is you have to turn on a mind control device that explodes every single sniper on the enemy team. Then all the enemy snipers are dead. Now you have to go and turn a water wheel that causes a pendulum to swing back and forth, which powers a clock that kills every demo man. I can keep going all day with this.
I want a Slay the Dragon map.
For Team Fortress 2?
Yeah, I want an STD.
Yes.
There already is a Slay the Dragon.
I want an STD. That's what I want.
There already is one, dude.
Don't
you remember we covered it like 20 episodes ago? That
You ride on the dragons?
big flying red metal dragon, and it flies around, and one team's goal is to kill it, and the other is to defend it. Yeah,
Oh, I missed out on that.
That's really cool.
yeah, Dragon Slayer.
I'd
Really?
forgotten about it too.
Wow.
Wow,
Already
you guys,
exists.
you guys are bad.
I know.
What I want is I just want tempo changing things. Like I think what would really be cool. I like the idea of blowing up the dam to get across the pool, but also like I'd like kind of a build thing. Like say one team has to defend a particular area while members of that team run back and forth between like a place to get blocks, and they're building a wall.
Yeah.
Lego Fortress.
Huh?
Lego Fortress.
Kind of like but they're going back and forth, or some kind of resupply run where basically you have to. The more teammates you put out to the resupply run, the fewer people you have defending the area. Mm-hmm. So it's a question of, do we try to do it faster, or do we?
That's almost like an RTS or something at that point.
I actually have did some design on a map that if I bothered to learn how to map in TF2, I would make. It was a giant flying warship that the different teams were fighting over.
Kind of like in Flash Gordon?
Different control points in the map. You would activate weapon systems that would fight against the other team. That was my idea.
I think that'd be awesome, but you make one side like the flying guys with the wings. Just like Flash Gordon. That's like, I want to see like a Flash Gordon TF2 spinoff. That'd be awesome.
Sweet.
Well, but what I'm thinking is I just want changes of pace. Like I want one place to be a defend this, destroy this object, and then you move on to the next place and it's, capture a point or defend you know what I'm saying? Like,
So kind of like the map changes from one objective to the other.
Yes.
Okay.
You know what just occurred to me? This is the exact same complaint that we had about Warhammer.
Really?
No, not really, because Warhammer did do those things. It did it in the public quests.
Well, I was thinking specifically of keep fights. Keep fights are all one level of volume. And
Yeah.
So, and also it was my same complaint in Age of Conan, if you remember.
They're free to play now.
I know, I'm playing it.
Really?
You are?
Why didn't you tell me? I'd come join you. I got my level 30.
No, they're free for like 2 weeks or something, right?
Yeah, and you
Yeah,
get
it's like a 2 week.
10 times the XP or something.
Yeah.
I mean, they gave me an email too.
That's not.
You know who else gave me an email this week begging me to come back? Anarchy Online.
No way.
No, I got that email too. I
You
totally did. I was like, holy crap.
I'm like, what are these guys
What are they
doing?
giving you? Like, we'll give you a hand job if you come back. Seriously. Sorry, that's probably off color.
What did you say?
But true.
Spencer?
It's the same people, so it makes sense. Funcom.
Oh, it is Funcom. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
With a name like that.
Yeah,
So-
and Warhammer's free to play now for Tier 1 now, too.
Yeah.
Nice. Anyway.
So, but let's talk some more about Conan.
Yeah.
I still have this screen up with all the like options,
And
and I'm like, man, that helmet's
class in
really
Conan
cool.
is the demo man. I love the demo man in Conan.
Did you get the helmet, Spencer? Did you sign up for a year
The what? No.
or
What?
6 months with Conan?
Oh no. I'm actually. I really want to see Secret World, so I'm thinking about signing up for 3 months.
Did you get the helmet for 3?
You get the helmet for a year.
Wait, tell me more about this helmet.
Gives you 10% experience
Sweet.
gain, and it's epic.
What
Anyway,
does it look like?
I don't know.
Okay, maybe we should move on.
It looks a lot like a helmet. I don't know if you've seen them. They're typically made out of metal and they sit on your head.
But you can turn off the
I've worked with
graphic
it.
if you don't like the look of it. So we got an email here from Maxime, Max of S2D Leveled.
We talked about Conan, that rule.
Yeah.
And Maxime says... you were really sitting on edge there. Anyway,
Hit it.
just like many others, long-time listener, episode 81 actually, first-time emailer, I've got a few things to say. I'm French, and I can't make the difference between your voices. Due to this fact, I am saddened to inform you that my favorite host is Wes, as he's got the most recognizable, sexiest voice of the four. And then comes a technical question. Why don't you produce your podcast in stereo, higher quality? If file size is a concern, you could try encoding in AAC. Every computer supports this, and most handheld devices do. Last question for you guys. Have you ever looked back on your gaming life and said, damn, I regret that I've wasted my time on that? My dad pretends that what's going to happen to me, but I'm... Blah, blah, blah. My dad pretends that's what's going to happen to me, but I'm sure it won't. I've listened to 68 and 50, and I'm eagerly awaiting the 100th episode. And that's Max of S2D.
Well, I guess I can answer...
I'm starting to think that we've wasted all our time on this podcast since all anyone does is complain about it.
Yeah. I guess I could answer real quick the technical part. We actually did up the quality of these episodes. I don't remember which episode. It was around 80-something maybe, or maybe 70-something. I don't remember. We used to be mono 22 kilohertz, 56 kilobit, but now we're 96 kilobit and 44 kilohertz. So we have more samples now, but we're still mono because I don't want to double the file size. And frankly, you're listening to voice, so why would you need stereo?
Yeah, and when we do special episodes, those are usually stereo.
Those are stereo. And those are a higher bit rate. So
yeah, I noticed when I did the Secret Lab Part 2, you did that one in stereo.
Yeah. I mean, if we have a lot of music and sound, and I mean, if there's a point to it, but I mean, really,
it gets really distracting when you hear. If we were to really stereo out the voices, and two of us were on one ear and two of us were on the other.
That'd be silly.
It would be annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, you mostly want us from the middle anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom always had this say, why buy the cow if you get the milk for free?
Yeah.
So, I don't know why my mom told me that, but it's kind of the same thing if you think about it, because what are we going to sell you later on when we need to, to cash out on this baby? Is a big DVD loaded up with MP3s with full stereo sound.
Yeah, exactly.
Quadraphonic stereo and all
uncompressed FLAC files, baby. So yeah,
bonus material
with individual tracks, so you can remix us.
Don't laugh too much;
nice.
It's coming.
But the big reason, the biggest reason we're not full quality is because of bandwidth and file space. I mean,
Yeah, you got to remember we've been kicked off like 2 hosts already.
Yeah,
so we
have
happy where we are.
Yeah, we have hundreds of files up on the server. I mean, we're almost to 100 just on this show alone. So it's a little crazy. So what was the other part?
The other part was, is there a game that you've ever looked back and said, damn, I regret having wasted my life on that?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Warhammer.
Yeah.
Really?
Warhammer.
No, I don't regret Warhammer.
I regret Warhammer.
Every minute of Warhammer.
Really?
The only reason you...
Right now.
You feel like you wasted so much time, but you could have been playing WoW.
There you go.
And I've talked about this before, Ben. He complained about WoW while we were doing Warhammer. I never want to play that game again.
Like a little girl.
That's right.
Like a little girl who had lost his favorite My Little Pony.
Yeah,
that's
what
right.
He was like.
Yep.
I know how to keep the podcast on topic. I'm not scared to lie about stuff to keep it entertaining. Come on.
Let's see. I sort of regret. I don't regret a single game I've ever played because I love games.
Yeah, that's kind of my answer too.
I like the bad ones.
I kind of wish I hadn't bought Aeon, but it's not because it's not a good game. I just haven't had time to play it. Yeah. And so I'm just wasting the subscription fee.
It's
well,
so
if you want to talk about games I've regretted buying, there's so many of those. I mean, you could probably look at my Steam list and knock 100 of them off, and I wouldn't even notice.
Probably.
Okay, so is that it on that one?
Yeah, I think so. We should
like
move along.
So next we got something special here. Are you ready?
Cool.
I like special.
Wes, Ren, Eric, Spencer, and quite possibly that hot buddy Shawty, and then I got a question for ya. Shawty, if you were stuck on a desert island, choose only one person to be with. Who would it be? Got 3 options. They're me, and me. Choose me. Gotta choose between me and me. Think hard, think deep, think long. That's what she said, so choose me. Choose Ash. Choose Ash. Choose Ash. Choose Ash. That's me. Oh, Ash. That's Ash.
I'm gonna have to go with none above.
I'm going with Brent.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Frank on this one. I think. I don't know who Frank is, but he's got to be better than this Ash guy.
Like I said, I think I've got to go with Brent.
I'm going to go with Ash as drunk Zoe rolling around in the gutter.
That was so... Were you there for that? Or was that... I thought
I just heard the story.
He heard the story.
Can I just have your voice? Awesome.
His voice on Mr. Eagle's body.
Nice. Creepy.
Awesome.
Shawty.
Your mom's rack.
Oh, I can't breathe. I'm laughing too hard.
So pretty much Ash has the best questions of them all.
Ash is awesome today.
That was pretty awesome.
I think we all agree that we do not want to be with Ash on a desert island.
It depends.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a something from Legion here. It's in purple.
Legion, where are you now? That was his little bumper. So what did he do? Oh yeah, this is awesome.
Put it in here.
Okay, this is a video. I'm gonna play for the video watchers here. This is a robot. Robots are cool. Look what it does.
We're all looking at it. This is great audio right here.
I have no idea what is happening.
It's spelled CONTR.
It's a robot that spells control point.
It says controx. What does controx mean? Controx?
Control.
What?
Control.
Control. Posterior. I don't get it. What is that supposed to mean?
Is that the coolest thing ever? So it's
cute.
a robot arm spelling control point and little toy blocks.
How did you make it do that?
Is the robot reading the blocks?
I don't know.
I'm assuming
color coded or
science.
I'm assuming it knows. It was smart. It's a smart arm.
A smart arm.
No, well, I mean, I think that basically it has some kind of tool for picking the blocks out of the mix.
I mean, it could see it. I mean, there's a lot of visual recognition type software. You know.
I think there's a human controlling it and fooling all of you losers.
Does it put the blocks back?
No human can spell controx.
I don't know why you don't think an arm can be smart and do that. There's an app for that.
Yeah, I want an app that can clean the podcast room after one of these shows with all the with all the candy wrappers and crap.
That's mine. That's not your. That's
what
not
I
your. I can't remember what it's called. It's not your.
Let's see. What's the next
one?
one?
I absolutely love your show and can't wait to listen to it each week. You guys, do you think that the inclusion of music in TF2 during play would make the experience better or worse? I know when I play, I sometimes have my own music playing in the background. And this can sometimes make the gameplay way more enjoyable, especially after the billionth time playing 2-4. Thanks, Bob from South Australia. Wow, South Australia? Does that mean he's north of us? I can't even tell what that means. P.S. Could you guys give my girlfriend Jen a shout out, as she has become addicted to TF2, and we all know that the more girls play games, the better. Okay, Jen, let me tell you what you should do. Run away as fast as you can. So, music during TF2.
That girl's awesome.
I don't know.
I like talking to you. I mean, I guess probably I would be happier because sometimes the talking annoys me. So maybe I should just, switch.
I
make a
know.
change.
Everybody can play music on their own if they want. Whether they have to buy a standalone radio to play next to them. I don't want to have music in the background if I'm trying to communicate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't stand playing music while I play TF2.
I do it sometimes. Friday night or something, I'll stick I'll have Winamp or something in the background. But it's not loud. I mean, I can still hear people talk, but
I'll have some Lady Gaga playing, just so I can sing along.
Nice little Bad Romance or something.
I have not listened to anything but that song for the past 2 days.
All your teammates, is what you do?
I sing along, and then so I have to talk to someone, and I stop, and then as soon as I turn off, I keep singing. That's what you never get to hear.
Keep singing.
That's what you never get to hear from Ham and Anna is her singing Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
while playing TF2.
But maybe after the podcast tonight, you'll hear some.
Oh, can we play Bad Romance? I love that song. That video is not even possible. It's just
It is an awesome video.
And so, Delboy Dylan has something to say.
Hello, CP, Delboy Dylan from the UK again. And as you can hear, I'm not dead. But I did spend a rather long time in spectator mode this week, which I have to say was quite inconvenient. But I am alive, and I have a question for you lot. If you could be one of the other hosts for a single day, and this can include any guests you may have, be it physically in the studio or over Skype, who would it be, why, and what would you do? What's that noise?
The bomb has almost reached the final terminus!
This does not sound good. Oh, crit.
Well, he's dead, so I don't think we need to answer his question, right?
Wow.
That's
dramatic.
That's a weird question.
Cool.
Actually, I like
A which host question?
Yeah.
I would be Ash, so I could punch myself in the face.
Shawty.
I like being me. I don't really want to be anybody else.
You are your favorite host?
Yes, I am. I'm my favorite me.
I want to be Wes, so I can have that ego.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. You're welcome to it.
I want to be Spencer, so they'll have like 5,000 Steam games to play.
That's a good.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that's pretty
I
good.
think I'm only up to like 170 at this point.
That'll do. That'll do.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
So you would live with the fear of jellyfish for that day.
Yeah, it's a toss-up, but yeah, it's worth the sacrifice. All those Steam games that probably most of them suck anyway.
Hey, they do. I will attest to that.
I would be Eric.
I did
so I could
completely.
be king.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You resisted
I did
what?
Completely resist buying the what is that pack, the Steam deal this week?
Oh, the Overlord deal?
Yeah, I completely resisted that. I'm like,
I played the Overlord 2 demo. I really didn't care much for Overlord 1. I played the Overlord 2 demo, but it wasn't enough to get me.
not even for $8.50 for 2 games expansion.
That's pretty cheap.
It is, but
yeah, but if you're not going to play it,
I do. I say, you know what? I don't really want to play this game, but oh my god, it's so cheap. I could just buy it and I would have it forever and ever and ever.
What's your
I can't
downfall?
sell it. It's a Steam game. So now I have this game and oh boy, I've got Overlord and wow, what the hell do I have Overlord for? I'm gonna play it.
I bought the Vin Diesel simulator off of Direct to Drive.
What?
The Vin Diesel simulator.
That's a great game.
Butcher Bay.
Yeah, Escape from Butcher Bay.
Yeah, it's the Vin Diesel
It is the
simulator.
Vin Diesel simulator, but it's actually a good game.
Yeah, and I bought it, and it's been sitting on my hard drive, waiting because it was such a good deal. I mean, I got that and BioShock for $5 each, and I was like, yeah. I'm still playing this.
Yeah.
How much is BioShock going for right now?
I don't know, but Direct to Drive had a huge sale and sold.
Yeah, I got the Vin Diesel simulator and I got Assassin's Creed. So I got a Vin Diesel simulator and a Pretend I'm a Bird game.
That dude's outfit in that game is awesome. I would love that outfit.
But I played BioShock, and I got to the plot twist.
Yes.
And then my copy bugged out.
What?
What do you get for $5?
Well, no. That's not the copy. I borrowed a copy from someone else, and it bugged out. So I thought maybe the Direct to Drive version will work better.
When I get a new computer and I want to play that before number 2 comes out, because number 2 looks pretty sweet.
Yeah.
You know, you stop playing at the right place, Wes.
Really?
It just goes downhill from there.
Oh. Well, okay. Is it time to move on? We got an email from Saxton Hale.
Sweet.
You know I don't believe
My
that this is
second
really
favorite person.
Saxon Hale, but
well,
I'm
it's
gonna go
good
ahead
to disbelieve.
Yeah.
Okay. So who can do a reputable Saxon Hale accent here?
Wes.
Really?
I don't know.
The floor is yours.
I don't even know what a Saxon Hill accent goes like.
I'm going to give a...
Good day!
Make him sound like Dracula.
Hey, humorous podcasters. I don't even know how to read this because it's done like
It's a form letter, and you're
G'day,
supposed to
g'day,
check
g'day.
one, so that you got to make it sound like...
Good day, humorous podcasters. And the other side, we could have been scrupulous imposters. It has come to our attention here at Manco, registered trademark, that your podcast / one organization has endorsed / created a dilemma number 946, fake Gabe Newell Twitter account, Ruber fabricating, identity stealing scumbag. Well, we understand that you are likely unaware of your erroneous mistake or a floor flushing, bottom feeding harlot. We would appreciate if you would please correct it or fode.
F off and die, I assume.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what that was. Okay. Sincerely, or up your Saxon Sale, Australian President Man Company.
We were wrong about that. The actual Gabe Newell account is at Brent Copeland. So sign up for that.
Yeah, we were really wrong. We actually had a lot of people email us and tell us, and this one was by far the most entertaining. So anyway,
and I don't think that's something we looked up. It's just you joke around and you say, "At Gabe Newell," blah.
Yeah, it was something that he had said something like something about a Christmas update. I forget what it was, but I was telling it as if it was really coming from the source. And how's that to know? I don't know. I mean, you only had like 1,200 followers. Maybe I should.
No, I say basically the problem or the person at fault here is Gabe himself. He needs to go to Twitter, sue this guy, and get his account back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they have they're doing that whole thing. But at this point, I think everyone should understand that here at Dead Workers Party, we believe everything anyone tells us.
It's
Here,
pretty
have
obvious.
this candy. There you go. Believe this.
I have been rubbing this gel on. Never mind. I have not seen the results I was promised. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, so there it is. Yes, fake account. Big ol' loser. Next.
This is an email from Rakesh. Hi, guys. I just want to thank you for telling me about low pings. I've signed up for a 10-slot, 100-tick public server and may increase the slots if my server becomes popular. It's a 24/7 dual 2 server. Woo! I'm considering making it a fun server. Buildings inside spawn, jetpacks, melee-only voting, etc. And I was wondering if you have any tips or tricks for running a server. Or maybe you should forward this email to Johnny Napalm.
What a baller.
Anywho, want do you like in a server? By the way, the server IP is a bunch of digits. You can add me in Steam. My Steam ID is CKIP. Oh, and if you could make my server a fan server, that would be epic.
And I'm sure this guy doesn't sound quite as sycophantic as Wes sounds.
What are you trying to say?
What do I like in a server? I'm trying to say you sound like a dick. That's all I'm saying. What do I like in a server? I like servers that don't have a bunch of random crap going on.
Boo!
Oh, was that my cue?
Yes. Dual 2 is not my favorite.
Second.
It's second favorite. Yeah.
It's second after Dual 1.
It's in your top 10.
Yeah. Top 10.
Okay, so all joking aside, here's the next question.
Hello, CP. Bob Mills here, MMILLSS. I really liked Sabrina's question topic that she brought up in episode 94.6. And that is about where's the single-player experience in TF2 so that you can improve your skills before going out into the servers. And this was a big concern of mine, but really the solution to that is to go to the server browser and look at the multitude of pub servers that are just out there and pick one that has a ton of people. I mean, one of those crazy maps like Warpath that just never ends, or Lazy Town or whatnot. And really there's safety in large numbers there because you can't really, the outcome of the game doesn't really hinge on your performance. That doesn't mean that you can't make a difference. It doesn't mean that you can't create a little pocket of like a little mini team that actually gets something done. And by far, I think that's the best way to go around and practice and try something new. Let's say you've never played Spy before and you want to practice, go to Lazy Town somewhere, be a bad spy, and as long as they're not hassling you, because that's no fun, go to another server at that point. So definitely get out there and just use real people for your bots and see what you can do, because you can always quit out, go somewhere else, or stop, and there's no penalty for that. And as you get better, then of course you may feel more comfortable going playing with people that you know on like CP servers and that kind of thing. So that's my recommendation. Use real humans for your bots. Go out there and see if you can rocket jump or do whatever it is that you're trying to figure out how to do. And just look beyond just the favorites tab on the server browser. That's it. Thanks.
I think that is excellent advice.
I think it's good advice, but I do think that the game is still very, very intimidating for people that haven't played. And without actually having been given that advice, I can totally see wondering, where's the tutorial? Where's this thing that tells me how to play this game that is really, really overwhelming? So, not everybody who plays TF2 is engaged to a TF2 podcaster.
Yeah, go buy Quake.
Yeah.
Wait, does that work still?
Yeah. Could Half-Life 2 be considered a TF2 trainer? Like, get you used to the whole first-person shooter idea with varying weapons?
Well, I think it's the NG can build things that's new to this game, and
the spy can change colors and stuff.
Yeah, so like Bob Mills said, if you play with 24 other or 23 other people, who's to know you suck? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And also, you can also get on the best class map, maybe, because that kind of centralizes your duties.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you want to practice making sentries and dispensers, you can do it all day long on that map.
Yeah.
But you don't get the real world feel.
I do still think that it's a problem that these things are not, actual recommendations within the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that there's probably quite a few people that have been scared off by not knowing what their options were here.
It's disheartening when you just start the game when all you see is, oh, here's a server, let me go. It's at the top 3 on the list, and then you die first thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably their server list is kind of... Maybe they have suggested servers, and they should put ours on there. That's just a suggestion.
Yeah, because ours isn't busy enough as it is. Way to go, Brent.
Well, they should buy us 5 more and then put them on the top.
Oh, snap. Yeah.
Awesome idea. Who came up with that? Great. Move on. Hey, this is Hexer.
CP editor here. Is this where we are? Oh, I'm sorry. Go on, Brent.
Fail.
Fail.
You can read the next one. When it comes to TF2 custom maps, what do you like to see in them? I'm making a map, trying CP map, and every time I do, I screw up on something, and I lose my I lose most of my work. I'm trying to do it on a jail escape, not the jailbreak map. That one is very short and very badly done to me. So what would you like to see in there? Thank you.
I don't
P.S.
really...
Johnny Napalm, FTW.
I don't know what jailbreak is.
For the win.
I don't know what that is.
I don't remember it either.
There was The Rock that was in a jail. That was one of my ultimate favorite maps in the original.
Yeah, they did remake it. I remember I played it like years ago. I haven't played it in a long time though.
Now, did it work? Because we had it on our servers for a long time, and every time it would kill the server, so I'd stop trying to play it because it was just me. It'd be a full server, and I'd be like, "Why hasn't everybody downloaded the map yet?" And I'm running around, and anyway, so
I don't know. I just say do what you want to do with your map, and find out what people think of it after you're done with it. That's sort of my general opinion on creating things to begin with. Don't really look for opinions before you make something. Just make it, because if you try and do what other people say, you're going to get bogged down in trying to get it right, and you're going to be disappointed when things don't go the right way. So instead, just do whatever the heck you want to do, then put it out there, and then take advice from there. That's what my recommendation.
The only thing I would recommend you do, though, is make sure that there is a sentry gun location that covers the red spawn.
And I'm gonna kind of.
He is a cranky old bastard.
I'm going to piggyback off that. A lot of people are going to say playability. Make sure the game's playable, and every class has wherever to go. I'm going to go different. Make it look good, like looks over playability. I want to be able to look at the map, and who cares how the gameplay goes, right?
I'd love to play in the BioShock areas.
Yeah.
Oh, water
Make something
rushing everywhere. I want lightning and crazy 20s stuff.
You see, this is exactly what I was talking about, dude. Do whatever you want to, because these people will screw you up.
Okay, your turn, Spencer.
All right, hello, CP Eddie Edder here. Eddie Vedder. Hello, CP Edder here with a statement about the Halloween event map. The Harvest map is actually an exact copy of the Prop Hunt map, Arena Harvest V2. So, if you want to play Prop Hunt on that map, you can! Exclamation point. I sent this in when I heard you guys say you wanted to play it on Prop Hunt, minus the bomb pumpkins. Thanks for the great podcast.
He's missing the point of why I wanted to play it on Prop Hunt, is because I wanted to be a pumpkin and have someone afraid to shoot me for fear they would hurt themselves.
Ooh.
I wanted a map where people were afraid to shoot the props.
Ooh, sick burn.
Hello CP, Santa Seal here. I was just wondering, what game do you play a lot of if you don't count TF2? And WoW does not count. Thanks and have a good podcast. Bye.
How can that not count? It's like, here's a game that sucks every moment of your life besides anything else you do, so any other game doesn't count.
Because I guess we
I'm going to have to go with Bejeweled on Facebook. How's that?
Dude, Farkle, man. How about some Farkle?
Oh, word twist.
What have I been playing lately? I did Skee Ball. Skee Ball on the iPhone. That's what I've been playing a crap ton load of.
Every day I play Tanith. I'm a loser.
Are you still playing Tanith?
Yeah.
You're still playing
Are you still playing
guild,
Gems?
I'm a guild leader.
You know what I've quit doing?
Aw.
I've quit doing any adventures. Like, what I'll do is I'll just set myself to work for the max amount of work.
For 12 hours.
And then I'll just, whenever I remember it, I'll go back in, I'll spend my money, and I'll just put myself back to work.
But see, I guess real games, though, like on the Xbox, I play music games constantly. DJ Hero, Rock Band, Lego Rock Band.
Ooh, guess what I did this week?
What?
I got, PlayOnCon owns an Xbox with Rock Band, and it's been over at Dan's house. And it's on the way to my house right now.
Sweet. Forever?
I'm going to have Rock Band and Rock Band Beatles.
Oh, sweet. So, yeah, I have the Beatles, I have the Metallica. I'm really hooked on all these things.
I have been playing Farkle, just because it's got a leaderboard, and you can have all the people on your Facebook friends list, and I'm usually in the top 3. And I'm like, yeah. And then I've been playing Dragon Age.
Yeah.
I've been playing Dragon Age. I'm just leaving that first town, the first one with the bandits in it.
Modern Warfare 2.
I think y'all are taking this question way too seriously.
I know.
Let's move on.
I've just been waiting.
Have you looked at the rest of the doc? It's
No.
like another day's worth of emails. So,
if you want to know what Spencer's playing, go to GamePact.com.
Nuh-uh.
That's not updated
Because he hasn't played anything since October 4th, according to it.
I have a new project now, and so Game Pact is kind of gone by the wayside.
Yes.
That's all
His new
sad.
project is
CP3.
is GameSmack.com.
Now, Daily Game Wave.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, I have seen your daily game
I
wave.
love those. Those are fun.
Control WoW.
Yeah.
Okay, so good morning, Control Point. Bacon again. Backing again. BACN.
I'm back in again.
A few weeks ago, 242 Furies held a live mapping competition between Akabi Gitmo and Mangy Carface. And I'm surprised you guys did not mention it, considering it involves two of the best mappers.
It's Ace Gikmo.
And I think it's Mangy Carface.
Who cares? Come on. Mappers in the Team Fortress 2 community. The event took place on October 23rd, and I'm sure they could have used a few extra watchers from Control Point, but thankfully the entire event was recorded and uploaded to YouTube, and it's even sped up so you don't have to spend all day watching, and we've got a link here for it. And, send this stuff in before it happens, and then we can, promote it on that, because we love promoting stuff.
Yeah.
We promote podcasts who talk poorly about us.
Yeah, and you could even buy a sponsorship for the thing. Pay $10, and then we'll mention it at the very beginning of the episode.
Very beginning.
Both.
But I did watch this video.
You like that?
I did watch this video, and it's really cool to see. Two maps side by side. It's a split screen, and they're just being built like from scratch, all the way up to like really nice looking. It's really neat. It's definitely worth watching.
Hey,
Next.
Control Point, this is from Phaser. I wanted to point your attention at this fabulous application for blacklisting. Blacklist Live. You can find it here at http://tf2app.com/blacklist. Basically, it lets you specify which servers you want to get rid of, and they won't be displayed in the server browser. You can also use an already made list of servers that cheat player count, use some strange mods, etc. The choice is yours. I found the app and the instructions how to use it here. Link included. Enjoy Phaser. So
Okay,
it
so you know what this
basically
reminds
lets
me
you,
of?
Ignore things that I already ignore.
Yeah, you know what this also reminds me a little bit of the old honeypot thing. You know, it's
And
like
Sleeper.
here's someone's list of servers that they don't like for what unknown reasons. I'm sure they're trying to do it for a good point, but maybe he was mad at us for saying something on something, and so he blacklisted all the CP servers.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's not specifically what it is. It lets you blacklist. It lets you do your own list.
Yeah.
Or it also includes a list, so you don't have to use this list.
Right.
Unless you want to.
Well, I looked up Control Point, and we're not on that list. So.
Yet I'm putting you on it.
My whole thing is, I guess it would be nice to make sure you never go back to a server that really made you ad, but I've never really been mad.
Well, there's a lot of factors like fake user count. That's a tag that you can add. There's a lot of little things like poor admins. I think that's a tag as well.
I think here's the easiest way to do it. Get in the control point. Get in the control point community and look on your favorites tab. If there's not a server there, go to friends playing. And
That's usually what I do.
And if I don't find something there, I log off. What's the point in playing without friends? Yes, I love you guys.
I kind of think the same way, but that doesn't seem to be a common way of doing things. I've tried saying that in regards to Borderlands. I think it was. I only want to play with friends, and people are like, well, that's good that you have friends that you can play with all the time, but what if you just want to play a game and you don't have all the time to get people together? And I'm like, well, okay.
Yeah. Play WoW.
Play Conan.
Hey, no. We have to talk about real groups here.
Okay, so Cypher Mind wants to weigh in on a topic, so let's let him.
All right, Cypher Mind.
Hey CP, Cypher Mind here. As you probably know, Valve has now given free Bill hats to those who have pre-purchased Left 4 Dead 2. And I wanted to know what you thought about this. Has Valve finally succumbed to the urges of greed that will eventually overcome us all and rule the world as we know it? Excuse me. Or are they just giving a freebie to those who support their products? I'd like to know what you think about this. And thanks, love the show. Bye.
Well, anybody who's played Warhammer can answer this one.
Well, first off, I'm not going to answer this because we already did last week. Remember, me and Brent were here. You guys weren't here, so what do you guys think about it?
The second one, moving on.
I think it's fine. I think that cross-promoting is a good idea, as long as my only stipulation is if there were no hats to be gotten except by buying other products, that would seem a little wrong to me. But a little bonus vanity thing, that doesn't affect me at all. That doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I think we actually answered this on like the World of WoW podcast.
Maybe.
And basically, it's like, as long as it doesn't affect the gameplay, I'm good with it.
Yeah. If it's cosmetic.
Yeah. What do you think, Spencer?
I think that the helmet that you get in Age of Conan for subscribing for a year is awesome.
Okay, so who wants to read Bullet Storms?
I'll start it off.
Bullet time!
We can shuffle through them too if you want to. We can cycle them. Hey guys, it's Bulletstorm. Found this little thing here which I thought would entertain you guys. http://saxtonhalefax.net. Basically, this is Chuck Norris jokes told in the form of Saxton Hale. Saxton Hale got all the medic achievements in Left 4 Dead.
Nice.
The letters
Saxton Hale can be arranged to spell flawless victory.
Oh, am I reading one?
Sure.
Yeah, go.
Let's see. Saxton Hale can Uber himself.
You know what?
I
That's
just
what
skip
she
one?
said.
And I saved the pyro one for you. I guess you came in.
Sorry.
The pyro's air blast is actually considered an act of plagiarism. Saxon Hale invented it first, June 6, 1944, when he found his very breath could deflect even Panzer Schreck shells.
Nice. If Saxon Hale ever set foot in another country, the national language would instantly become Australian. Wow, you know what? Some of these are pretty weak.
There you go.
Saxon Hale doesn't push the cart. He throws it to the last checkpoint with his pinky.
Nice.
He is
Yes.
very manly. I will give him that.
Saxon Hale once tried to double jump. When he stepped on the air, our planet went 1337 meters south.
So, but
I think you get the idea. Oh, we're not still reading it. Go on,
all right, next email here. Hey, it's Numbnuts. Probably none of you know me because I hardly talk anymore, but hey, I decided to do this in response to Nasty Man's email last week. After hearing he did it in 2 hours, 17 minutes, and I really don't care about the seconds, I proceeded to beat that record with, wait for it, 20 minutes. I didn't get the exact time, so to be fair, let's say around 25. Don't ask, I'm terrible with estimation. If you're really that interested in how, I took all the audio files of the podcast, cut them into 5-minute increments, and played them all at once. It took 20 to 25 minutes, though, because considering that each podcast is on average an hour and a half long, it really does take a bit to open each separate file and start it, especially when the computer starts slowing down from a few hundred audio files playing at once. Of course, now that I've done this, time to expect someone with a supercomputer to have done it in 15 by next week. And when that happens, I am convinced that Cthulhu will enter the world and devour us all.
And rightly so.
Cthulhu, Fatang, Rillier.
4chan.
Yeah, something.
Okay, so we got, let's move on here. We got Fritz question of the week, and then this rapid fire after that.
Sweet.
Hey CP, Ifrit here. My question this week is this. If you could be trapped in an elevator with any Valve employee, who would you be trapped with? See ya.
Who's the hottest?
Doug Lombardi.
Oh, we're supposed to say it all at once, weren't we?
Yeah. Are you kidding? That guy doesn't have a leg.
Really?
Well, we had his
I
leg
would
in
go
our...
with Chet Falischek. Snowy, or however you say his name.
He only has 2 legs now.
Chet?
Chet, yeah, I like Chet.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess let's start it with me.
Doug Lombardi.
And we'll see how much of a train wreck we can make this.
Are we doing 5 people on Quickfire?
Yeah, let's do 5 people.
Okay, you're after me, Spencer.
Who am I after? Eric. Good to know.
You're after...
Okay, so enjoy the train wreck, everyone. Here we go.
Thank you.
Crash.
Right after the break, the quick fire question round.
I do not sound like that after I drink an energy drink.
Yeah, no kidding.
I sound like this. It's Sunday. What do you want me to sound like?
Like yourself.
All right. First question.
Oh.
Whatever happened to the cavalrymen?
The chief killed him.
What?
Oh.
It happened.
You're an ass.
I hate the chief, too.
Hater.
What is the most dangerous thing to your health? CP after dark? Direct exposure to ash? Or jellyfish?
Ash on a deserted island for sure. Even off
They
the
get
deserted
harsh
island.
with these.
PL Egypt or CP Gold Rush?
Gold Rush. I don't know why.
To be or not to be?
To be!
Okay.
Favorite melee weapon?
The fist.
The fury.
Spy sapping my sandwich or FYI, I am a spy?
FYI, I'm a spy.
Really? You're a weirdo.
Weirdo.
Which is cooler?
I'm going to start commenting on your questions.
Battle medic or firefighting pyro?
I'll take the pyro, but I don't get the relationship between the two. Which one's
Both
sexier?
weird. The pyro putting out fires.
Pyro's
Which is
a girl.
better used for the air blast? Extinguish a friendly medic who appears to be on fire, or an enemy scout away from a what do you call it? Stunned teammate.
What?
What is going on with these questions?
Just burn the scout and then heal the medic. The medic will last longer. Anyways.
I think some people
Are we
phoned
done?
in this week.
Yes, we're done. I think we're done.
I'm pretty sure I think we're done.
Glad you
Really?
agree.
Well,
Fill in the blank here. I am the blank.
Go get you.
Spencer.
This is Wes.
No.
A girl.
No. It's not me, it's you.
I hear that train coming down the
I am a
tracks.
jellyfish. Oh my god, I hate
Which
myself.
map questions or which class questions?
Which? Wait for it. Neither.
Pancakes or sandwich?
Pancakes.
Out
of order.
Wait, slide whistle.
You're out of order. The whole podcast's out of order.
Hack or a griefer?
What was the first one?
I don't know. Brent's nipples or a griefer.
Q.
There currently anything above you?
A fan.
These are weird questions.
God. Fear.
And now,
Was it
Candy.
your idea for the Mr. Green emoji on the forums?
It was entirely my idea. I planned it from the start, and no one else can take credit for it ever.
And finally, Dolgus was a quick one. Do you want to see Christmas hats? I'm assuming Santa Claus hats or little elf ears.
Well, yeah, but they got to do an event kind of thing with it.
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
From blowing up presents.
To be.
Special thanks. I'm the Pyro, Torchmaster, Brillium, Hoodzy, Zombie Death, Natal69, Smuggernaut, Rubiximus, Johnny Napalm, the Green Gecko, Sarda, Shadow, Mr. Sam. I'd like to make a quick public service announcement here to those of you who participate in Rapid Fire. Your name's gonna be mentioned at the end anyway. Just make the question something people are gonna wanna listen to the host's answer. Every single recording I have to leave out some questions because they're just kinda, I consider them spam, really. I wanna hear more, I'm sure the hosts wanna hear more interesting, really funny little jokes. Question jokes, I guess.
I want to hear more random
So, yeah.
crap.
I like to fill in the blanks, but please don't make them your name because you're gonna get mentioned at the end anyway, like Johnny Napalm said. So, yeah. Enjoy the rest of the podcast, guys, and I'll see you next time.
Is it weird that that's now becoming like my favorite part of the week?
Really?
My eye!
Nice.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. All right.
Are we done with this? Can I
They
go?
just got told. Ow.
All right, that wreck is over.
I think it was cool they got to the "Are we done?" thing on me.
Yeah, that
was pretty good.
Yeah.
Are we done? Are we done?
Shawty.
I want to listen to the Ash thing again.
It was smart. It's a smart arm. A smart arm. No, I mean,
What are you doing?
basically it has some kind of tool for picking the blocks out of the.
The show is getting worse every time we record it.
What are you doing?
Sound again.
Visual recognition that software, you know.
I think it's a human controlling it and fooling all of you losers. I thought I'd start auto-tuning our show for us instead of making other people do it.
Oh, sweet.
And then we just
That was
play it at the end.
auto-tuned?
I think
Yeah, it really didn't sound good, did it?
Tuned.
I think it's coming through the
that
headphones.
sucked so much.
So, oh god, we have a whole nother section. I thought we were done.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Yep.
We got 3 more segments to do.
Can we
This
just
shows us keeps
player of the
going
week,
and going.
SB? Good job. We all know why. We heard the story.
Woo.
How about next week we just have surveillance instead of listener contributions? Because I gotta.
Yeah.
I think surveillance. There's a bunch of good links. We'll
Let's knock this first one out because I'm just I don't want to hang on to it forever. And it's actually pretty cool. This was sent in by Ash Williams a few weeks ago. We just now getting to it, but it features a young medic and a baby heavy dressing up as Halloween. It's really cool and very cute. You will die from the cuteness.
I'm tired of cute stuff on the internet.
Okay, run off. Run off.
go get my meth for me.
Yikes.
Ow, bro.
Why?
This is why TF2 is rated M, so that your children won't turn into...
Brent plays it in front of his kid.
Hey, I play it in front of my kids, and they go get my meth for me, so I know what I'm talking about here. We can put the rest of these links in the show notes. I think that's fine. We don't have to talk about them.
Okay.
Let's see. We got shout out from editor. I would like to shout out to Mr. Slippy for getting me Left 4 Dead and helping me play better in the world of TF2. Happy birthday to Freaky Delic on his Sweet 16. I hope you got a 1964 Cadillac convertible.
And I hope that everything he does sparkles today.
Yeah.
Shout out
Happy
to
birthday.
Mr. and Mrs. Eagle from the entire CP community. I would like to send my congratulations. Your wedding gift is in the mail.
It says Mr. and Mrs. Eagle.
I will accept all wedding gifts, any and all. Thanks.
Ifrit wants to shout out to his girlfriend Aria. Aria.
It's also Waff's birthday.
Happy birthday, Waff.
Wow.
Happy birthday to you.
So speaking of Freakadelic's birthday,
Happy birthday from Control Point. Happy birthday to you.
We'll get some slide whistles.
Freakadelic has another parody this week. This time is parody. This is called Red or Blue. It parodies a certain man who wore a glove and didn't care if it was white or black. Or was it black or white? You can listen to this at the very end of the episode and download it in the show notes. What?
Nothing.
Call us at 256-513-4772. I don't even know why I'm reading that because
I don't either. It's all in the outro.
Yeah.
What? Why?
Yeah,
why are you
so,
making the show last longer?
Just go to twitter.com/Brent Copeland. See you guys next week.
Brent Copeland, Wes Wilson,
Love
Control
you.
Point, Dead Workers, Nailhead Gamer.
Control Point Farts.
Copeland is on fire.
On DeviantArt.
Wes Wilson is a big poopy head. Nina, Nailhead, Boom, Kablooey, Bam, Machach Chacha.
Give us a rubber rock.
And
Rubber rock.
I think I'm out of random syllables. Rubber rock.
Rubber rock.
You forgot Jesus.
You are now at the end of another episode of Control Point.
Victory. Every one of you deserves a medal.
A podcast brought to you by the Dead Workers Party. See the show notes and leave comments for this episode at controlpoint.deadworkers.com or leave us a voicemail at area code 256-513-4772.